What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. So I am going to start you guys off with a warning. You guys are probably going to hear a hiccup or two in this video because I have had them on and off all day since 10 or 11 a.m. this morning, and it's now 3 and they're still here. So they're likely to pop up sometime in this video. We're going to see. We're going to try and make it through without them, but just a fair warning. All right, so starting off with the daily time frame. We do have a bearish Harami candlestick formation. And then QQQ does not have that formation. We did gap down further than we did on SPY, which that is the reason we didn't get it there. You have your oscillators finally starting to hinge down from the overbought region up here. It is worse looking for Mr. SPY. You are getting your stochastic cross to the downside. Your RSI is now, oh, did we stop at 55? Holy crap, guys. We literally stopped right at 55. So 55 and 45, those are the 2 points on the RSI that I like to watch. Just to see, okay, are the bulls going to do it? Are they going to carry you over? That is typically where the bulls, you know, that's they're showing, okay, guys, we got momentum behind this move. It looks like we literally stalled out on 55 on the RSI, on QQ and SPY. And then if you're going under 45, that is when the bears start gaining control there. So yeah, all right, so carrying on, or moving on. We have the VIX. All right, so in yesterday's update, on the Weeble update, I mentioned that they've been doing all the downward price action like when the market is closed, which means the VIX will not be reflecting said downward price action. So VIX will not be spiking. And that is why we just have so many red days here on Mr. VIX. All right. Even if we do have a down day on SPY, no, VIX has been getting like absolutely creamed over here. And it's just because they keep gapping us down. And then by the end of the day, somehow we are up on the day. That is actually what happened today. We're not up on the day. You hit it with the reversal. Think about noon. And just showing you guys what really happened here, guys. This is the magic market hand. All right, these are the market gods that I speak about. When you see something happening like this, all right, when you see constant bearish divergences forming, all it tells you guys, someone wants it up there. All right, so the second they pretty much relieve the foot off of the tiger's neck, it's gonna go the other way. And as you see, that is exactly what happened. They held it up for the first half of the day, and then they dropped it for the second half of the day. Where's it going to end? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. But what I will say is right now you do have this bullish divergence forming right there on the 3-minute time frame. So watch for this bad boy to cycle back upward. Obviously, you guys are going to be seeing this video, and that will already have played out. So that's that. All right, so going over to actually, yeah, so we're going to pull up the patternsite.com. Let me see where it is though. Hang on, there it is. All right, so we got that guy right there. We're gonna actually X on out of there like that, and we're going to come over to candlesticks. Now, I do think that is a shooting star. I say that way too often for my liking. But I do actually believe this is the shooting star candlestick. Shooting star. Yes, it is the shooting star. Either one. It looks like both of them. Or you got the gravestone doji, which is somewhere right here. Either one. It looks like both of them. All right. So either way, both of the tested performances are bearish, and we have this bearish Harami candlestick formation here. Oh, I feel the hiccups coming back, guys. Gosh darn it. I really do. That sucks. All right, going back into full screen. So check it out, Mr. VIX. Nothing has changed here. It's been pretty boring over here on Mr. VIX because, you know, they keep just gapping us down on the indices, and then they let it recover throughout the day. So when it recovers throughout the day, it brings Mr. VIX down. Sorry, Mr. VIX. They've been wailing on you. You'll have your day sooner or later. You will have your day. I told you guys that I'm not expecting a massive spike to come on VIX, but I am still expecting VIX to have a spike in the near-term future. Looking at the 4-hour time frame on Mr. VIX, we do have this bullish divergence that has popped up here, and that will be aligning with what we are about to go over on SPY and QQ. And then we come over the hourly time frame. Obviously, you have this other 1 hour bullish divergence right there. But then again, we did, well, I mean, technically it did end up playing out, but didn't really do much for the markets there. But coming over to Mr. SPY, now this is why I say SPY, guys, SPY looks like it's ready to fall off a cliff. I don't know where this candle is going to end up closing, but you have a bearish engulfing candle. Keep in mind, all right, candlesticks recently, TA all around, it's not been as accurate. I warned you guys a few weeks ago that we are in a stage of this bear market, and I don't know how many stages there are. But when we started getting all this volatility over here, that is when I warned you guys, okay, guys, technicals are not going to be as spot on as they've like when I say spot on, they've literally been spot on for months on end. And now they're slightly less spot on. Okay, that is just how it goes. And I mean, that sucks, but hey, there you go. All right, I do want to tell you guys right now, I did enter puts today. And that is because of all of the combination of factors we got going on that we're discussing right here, guys. This thing literally looks like it's ready to fall off a cliff. Let's actually just take that away. We don't need to use that. Yeah, guys, it literally looks like it's ready to fall off a cliff. You got a triple bearish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame. At the same time, you got your Mr. VIX given a 4-hour bullish divergence here. Come over to QQQ. It's the same exact picture. All right. Well, not the same exact picture, but you still got your triple. Well, technically you got your like quadruple bearish divergence going on right here, all the way down from right here. All right, right here on this spike right there, you clear as day did end up making your higher high there. You have just been waiting, and that's what I was saying at the beginning of the video. When you see things like this, it just means someone has their foot on the tiger's neck, and the second they take their foot off of said tiger's neck, the tiger is going to lunge in the other direction. All right, so wherever they're holding it, it's going to lunge in the other direction. They're holding it up, guys. We have a rug pull incoming. All right, I understand maybe it's repetitive. Well, not maybe, it's very repetitive. Okay. We had a boring video yesterday because there really wasn't much to talk about. There wasn't much to go over. Sorry for my ominous clicking up here in the corner. But yeah, there really just wasn't much to go over. All right, when things are at a standstill here, I mean, there's really not much to talk about in terms of TA. But I will say, all right, guys, I think we are about to have some things going on. I think we're finally going to end this standstill up here. They're going to finally stop holding this thing up. We got November 2nd. We should actually put that on the board here, which would be right there. And then we will come over. We will make that a red one right there. And we'll come over to QQQ, and we also have one up right there. All right, so we got you. November 2nd, guys. All right, we don't know what they're going to... we have no idea what they're going to say in this meeting here. But what we do know is that the Wall Street Journal put out that headline the other day, not the other day, back over here, which that's making me believe. All right, and again, don't trust the news, guys. Do not trust the news. But again, why did they even put it out? Like, not only was it at the perfect spot, but why was it even put out? All right. The only reason an article like that gets put out is to pump the markets. Okay. Like, straight up, we would have had our circuit breakers hit. I'm going to be honest. I kind of, I don't even know if I would prefer that to be the case, but what I will say is, yeah, I mean, it's definitely made me do a lot of thinking. Me not getting my way down here, all right, and having this whole move just absolutely go against me, this absolute face ripper, it's made me do a lot of thinking, all right, and not going to say a lot of that was good thinking, okay? Obviously, no one wants these negative thoughts or anything. Nobody wants to feel stupid, okay? But at the same time, if we don't get slapped in the face every now and then like this, we're not going to evaluate what we're doing, all right? And that leaves the door open to having this happen again in the future. And I don't want this to happen again in the future. So all in all, I mean, I can't really say I'm glad this whole move went against me. I can't really say that at all, but I am glad that I'm looking at things in a slightly different manner. Glad I got that wake-up call. All right, so that's that. But yeah, guys, the only reason that came out was to pump the market. And the headline of that article, I'm going to paraphrase here, as I do all the time here on this channel, pretty much every single video. It was, how can the Fed... it was like, how can the Fed signal a pivot without the market rallying? All right. Why would they say something like this? Again, like I just said, only to pump the stock. only to pump the stock, guys. All right. But I'm just saying, guys, if you get that news, if you get like, hey, say you get a 50 basis point hike, you're skyrocketing on the indices. Okay. Say you get a 75 BP hike, and then later when Jerome comes out and does his Fed speak, he comes out and he hints at that they're going to be slowing the pace. All right. That is also, that's not a pivot, but I will say right now they can at least just ease up on the gas here, and that will likely also make the stock market go on the sick nasty short squeeze. We've already seen the start of the sick nasty short squeeze begin. But I don't think this is it. I think the short squeeze is going to most likely consist of days like these. Pretty similar with what we got over here, but keep in mind we also didn't have as many people on the short side over here, so it most likely will have a ton more rocket fuel behind it. Well, not most likely, it guaranteed will have a ton more rocket fuel behind it. If we do end up getting these fundamentals to allow us to have a short squeeze here. All right, but I'm serious, guys. If they end up, if November 2nd is bad, all right, if they have the 75 BP hike, and then in Jerome's Fed speak, he signals that like, hey, we actually aren't doing enough. We need to do more. Which I don't think they are going to do that personally. Just because of what I said the other day, things are breaking in the system. They it's going to be the last hoorah. All right, like straight up, once things break, things will break. And that superpower that I've been speaking about for months over that the Fed has, the U.S., the U.S. Reserve currency, the dollar is the reserve currency. Yeah, I'm just saying, guys, like if things go tits up, that goes away. All right, because the U.S. will be in the same exact position as all of these other countries, and mass chaos will begin. That's why I think they will do everything they can to keep this thing going. They will. So, like, I don't know. But at the same time, I also know how the financial system works. And, like, yeah, things will break very soon if things don't, if the Fed doesn't pivot. I hate to say it. But, yeah, if they don't start at least releasing their foot off the gas, like, straight up, things are going to break in a very catastrophic manner. And things will be very ugly. And I really don't think they're going to be doing that. So, I mean, come November 2nd, I hate to say it, but I do expect them to at least take their foot off the gas a little bit. Maybe they do come in with 75 BP hike, so maybe that's as expected. But yeah, maybe they release their foot off the gas with the Jerome doing his old Fed speak. All right, and that comes at the second part of the day. So, or not the second part of the day. It just comes after they announce the rate hikes that they're doing. So we'll have to wait for that. But obviously, we do have quite a few days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading sessions before then, which does give us a lot of room to have this pullback. I don't know if you are going to see a pullback that ends up completely taking out these past 3 days. But honestly, I kind of assume one is right around the corner. And if like I told you guys, the charts are suggesting like, guys, a rug pull is incoming, and holy Jesus. Yeah, dude, it looks like you are going to be getting that bearish engulfing candle. Anything can happen going into the end of the day. But at the time, yeah, this thing literally looks like it's at the top and is about to fall off a cliff. All right, it really does. And I told you guys, all right, the Fed, them doing that would have the opposite effect. All right, if they were to take their foot off the gas. So because that's what I'm expecting in November, I kind of am I mean, obviously TA here, we are overbought, clearly overbought, and your momentum is shifting. And again, the 4-hour time frame shows you're ready to fall off a cliff, guys. So yeah, honestly, I am personally expecting to fall into this. All right. And maybe this ends up giving our bottom. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. And when I say bottom, I don't mean the bottom of this whole bear market. This thing is so far from over, guys. It's ridiculous. All right, guys, like they have been trying to do what they need to do, except they've been only allowed to do, or only capable, not even allowed. They can't do it any quicker. They have to slowly just bleed the system out. All right. So, like I said, if they don't do this, if they don't continue doing what they've been doing, all right, with these bursts and then more blood and then bursts and then more blood, things break. catastrophically, exactly what I was just talking about. Things will break, okay? So they can't just go full throttle, like, oh, rate hikes to the max, da, 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 da. Like, they can't physically do that, or the system will break. But I'm telling you guys right now, since we know how far gone the system really is, we know they're going to have to do this for quite some time, all right? This doesn't just get fixed in 1 year of doing what they've been doing here. It does if you pull an 08 moment, okay, or even what we had going on over here. This was your liquidity crisis that was taking place in real time. All right. They could have let this go, and you probably would have kept falling. All right. You probably would have. You probably would not have stopped. Well, not probably. You definitely wouldn't stop if the Fed didn't come out and say they will do whatever it takes. All right. And if that were to be the case, yeah, I'd say, oh, all we need is one really big correction. But as you see, we don't have that going on. All right. So this is likely to continue on for quite some time, is what I'm getting at. So coming over here to the bond market, this is what we will finish off. Actually, I want to talk about Bitcoin real quick. All right, look at what Bitcoin is doing, guys. Another big day. I pointed this out yesterday. We had a 5% day yesterday, or it was 5% when I was recording my video. I don't expect this to do anything, because look at this volume down here, guys. You're not seeing these massive volume spikes. I mean, personally, obviously, like, I'm still expecting you to come down into this target zone. And then my ultimate target is going to be around this 14K mark. All right. I don't have a specific one in mind, but we got to make our way down there. But the reason I said yesterday, like, don't be phased, this is just going to be another bull trap, is because, guys, you're not getting any sort of volume spike at all here. It's just not, it's not even reaching up here with this volume over here. And you're getting these massive moves. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Look what you got over here. All right. This is really the only thing you need to look for a Bitcoin bottom, is look for your volume spike. That's literally it. It was here. It was there. All right. Did we have one over here? We had a slight one right there. I'm just saying, guys, there should be more volume going on down here than there was up here. So I do want to see, I mean, obviously we don't have nearly as much as when we had this whole Bitcoin craze over here. But I do believe the narrative is going to be changing, and that is going to come back into play. Now, I don't think that's going to happen this year, at least. It could. All right, it could. The news could completely flip, and boom, all right, everyone pile in the most speculative asset possible. Let's go back up to all-time highs. If that is the case, obviously I will be telling you guys about that, because I will be getting in on that. We're going to be playing our boy Mara. Mara is actually something that I've been salty about the past few days, because it is just, I mean, but at the same time, I can't be salted, because, like, there was no clear technical setup to play it. You could have gotten in all the way back down here. But other than that, there really was no technical setup to even be played here. But holy crap, have you been going on a run these past few days, guys? That is such a massive move here. 40% in just a few days, guys. Mara is my baby. I can't wait. I cannot wait to go ever so heavy on Mara, guys. I've missed quite a few runs here. We caught this initial run, but I am waiting for Mara to get back down to these levels, which I do believe will be taking place with Bitcoin getting that capitulation event and coming back down here. But at the same time, I will point out, hey guys, Bitcoin is falling back down and Mara is staying up. All right, maybe people back over here, maybe they realized that, hey guys, Mara should not be down this low. I made a video a while back. I may have privated it. I'm not really sure what I did with it. But it was somewhere over here, and it was about Mara's fundamental value. All right, and it was that we were just getting to, like, hey, like, Mara is at its fundamental value. We should be buying as just investors here. All right, and then the trader comes in, and yeah, no, our warning signs were flashing down here. But yeah, guys, so because of that, like, I don't know if Mara is going to be getting back down here. It can get that back down here, but ultimately, I'm just going to be trading this based off of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin isn't falling back down, or what am I saying? If Bitcoin makes these lows, all right, and I see a bottom forming on Bitcoin, that is when I go so freaking heavy on Mara, and that will be that, all right, because Mara by default will run with Bitcoin, no matter what the overall market is doing, but the market should run with Bitcoin anyway. And if it doesn't, I'll be shocked. All right. So last thing, let's just go over the bond market. All right. Come over here, over the sector watch list. Everything's down, guys. And you come over here, you got TLT. TLT is going back up. I don't know if TLT has bottom, guys, but it is something to take note of. All right, guys. If this thing starts running, all right, you are going to see the indices cool off. Or not cool off. You are going to see the indices run. All right. So we are really going to have to pay attention here. Everyone watches the 30-year, which holy crap, it's finally having its peak here. All right, you got a weekly topping tail. The last time you got these topping tails, you had a what is this, like a month and a half pullback, guys? That could lead to a month and a half of rippage. Definitely not a word, but rippage for the market. All right, so that is something I'm going to be watching. But just know, guys, everything is cooling off today, which I'm just saying, guys. This is a sign that we are approaching a bottom in the market. This is really just like as easy as that. All right, guys, when this thing bottoms, you are going to be seeing, it's not just this thing, it's when all these things bottom. All right, mainly, I personally like watching the 2-year, just because Jay Bravo showed me that, hey, like this is what the Federal Reserve not even watches. This is what they have to chase. So if you see this thing starting to have an inflection point, the pivot is right around the corner. All right, so there's that. All right, guys. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. And I hope you guys have had just such a lovely day. Holy crap, I got to clean this up. I haven't came on this weekly watch list in so long. But yeah, I hope you guys have had the most lovely day. And I hope it continues to be the best one possible. All right, guys. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.